Greetings from Redmond, Washington. I'm Jake Zabrowski, and I have the pleasure of leading the product management team for the Microsoft Cloud Marketplace. I'm really excited to be here today to give you some insights into how we develop our roadmap. There are three things I want to accomplish today. First, I want to give you some insights on some of the market drivers that are shaping our roadmap and some additional context on how we gather input and prioritize the things that we build as an engineering team. Then we'll spend a little bit of time on the details of a select set of significant releases we've made recently. And then later in the session, I'll plan to share with you a preview of what we are working on for the next 6 months and beyond. I may sprinkle in a sneak peek or two here or there of capabilities along the way. And then towards the end of the session, I'm going to invite Alison Bugia, one of our product managers, to the stage to share more details on one of the biggest engineering projects we currently have underway. I think it's something many of you will be excited about. My team strives to bring an outside-in perspective in how we build the marketplace. And that means spending time with our customers and our partners so we can really understand what you do and how we can support the buying and purchase experience as it exists today, while looking at ways to innovate and simplify and add value. As a result of our research, we're seeing a lot of interesting feedback, and some new patterns are starting to emerge in the market. One trend that's really driving this shift from traditional purchasing channels to cloud marketplaces is customer demand. Customers can see the benefits of this new model and what it can enable for them. And they're often challenging us at the speed that we can help drive this shift. Here are a few things our customers are continually telling us. One, Microsoft, I need you to help me easily identify solutions that complement or augment my investments in Microsoft technologies. Customers have made big investments in Microsoft infrastructure, productivity software, line of business apps, security and data platforms. And when they look to build or enhance their IT estate, they want to ensure that those solutions that they select will complement and extend their investments. The second conversation, and things we often hear, is that it's more complex than ever at managing the expensive supplier management kind of programs and procurement systems. The massive amount of innovation happening in the technology space is challenging for many customers to keep up with. And I think many of our partner companies can relate to this, especially our startup partners, who can experience extended sales cycles while trying to get on approved vendor lists. It's often a highly managed and very complex process. This desire to be more cost efficient has only increased over the past 6 to 9 months as economic pressures have increased. The last conversation is pretty straightforward. Help us find the right solutions to our business and technical challenges. Now, when you look at the way customers search for technological solutions today, it's fundamentally unchanged from 20 years ago. The best source of information is an internet search, working with an analyst firm or chatting with peers or others in your industry. If you look at the research on buying patterns and preferences of the millennial buyer, who, by the way, are now approaching 40 and wielding increasing amount of corporate buying power, their preferences are directly shaped by consumer paradigms. The last thing they want to do is talk to a salesperson. They want to discover a set of solutions, compare and contrast based upon feedback from people like them who've used your technology to fulfill a similar set of requirements. And if possible, they want to conduct a self-driven pilot before they talk to a salesperson. We see these patterns today in our user telemetry and from our storefronts. This challenges kind of traditional marketing and sales tactics, but it also opens up new opportunities. Now, the second big trend that's really driving a lot of our roadmap investments is this notion of solution selling. This one is multidimensional, the more obvious being how products are packaged. What's included in that package, who's involved in the deal. This is a big investment for us as we look at the components of a solution and how do we support that type of selling motion. Another dimension of solution selling is focused on industry verticals. Microsoft is making considerable investments in industry clouds, and we've aligned our sales team to industries. One thing a Microsoft Cloud Marketplace can uniquely do is create alignment between the way your organizations go to market and industry, and in particular, where your product has some tailored IP or use case for that industry. More broadly, the Cloud Marketplace can make the process of developing sales pipeline, collaborating on deals between companies, more efficient than traditional partner models that depend upon a lot of sales team field orchestration and manual reporting models, which can be really expensive to manage. Cloud marketplaces are becoming a more important new channel to market. This big shift requires adjustments in systems, operations, pricing, and in some cases, product architecture in order to take advantage of all the benefits a cloud marketplace can provide. One of the big things that we've seen from a set of partners who have aggressively adopted this new model is that it really truly has the potential to be a more effective path to market. We've seen many examples where our marketplace has helped partners reduce sales cycles. Many examples where partners saw increases in deal sizes and benefited from the expediency that Microsoft collects invoices and remits payments to our publishers. We've also seen emerging patterns of new revenue growth opportunities through mechanisms like expanded reach to new geographical markets with minimal overhead. And lastly, new opportunities for our software partners and our channel partners to engage and enter new reseller models to increase the reach into new customer segments. All of this, a direct result of using our marketplace. Our vision is that our marketplace is a more effective channel to market, a more effective way for your marketing teams to generate and qualify leads, for your sales and operations teams to close deals, and for your finance teams to recognize revenue. We, you and I, our partner and us, can both reduce the complexity and cost of building an effective business relationship and selling relationship while our customers benefit from greater choice and much less complexity in the supply chain for commercial technologies. My job and my team's job is to make this a reality and to ensure that we have the right product capabilities in place to support us in this endeavor. Frankly, our biggest source of feedback in our roadmap has been input from you, our partners. Your input has been crucial, and I really want to extend a genuine thank you for those of you who have been on this journey with us. Your feedback on what we can do to improve our platform, to better match the selling patterns you use today, the insights you provided into sales operations standards that you use, and the tools that you need to support deal making and your marketing teams has been and will continue to be our most valuable source of input. Now, shifting gears, that's all great. What have we done with that feedback? So I want to quickly walk through a few of the significant new releases that we've delivered. First, I want to start with some new deal-making constructs we've introduced. In the past few months, we've launched the ability to configure multi-year terms for both software as a service and virtual machine deployment models. It's still early, it's only been a couple months, but the feedback on these constructs has been really positive, and we've been iterating quickly to make incremental improvements based on your feedback. Both the multi-year SaaS capability and VM billing capability have been built on our new private offers platform. In all three of these are part of our ambition to build the industry-leading deal-making platform that gives you a ton of flexibility in how you craft deals. And it's very early, but we received really positive feedback. And for those that have already started to adopt these capabilities, we're seeing some really exciting growth through deals through our marketplace. You've also provided us some really good feedback, so keep it coming. Now, I'll say that with these features in place, if you've been selling with the marketplace for a while and have private plans and been using private plans, I encourage you to evaluate private offers. Both private offers and private plans have unique scenarios where they're best suited. Private offers are really meant to be a scalable system for offering custom pricing. Private plans are best suited for a more comprehensive set of deal and product customizations that are really unique to that individual customer. As I hinted already, this is just the beginning of our deal-making investments. Now, you may have noticed that I referred to private offers as a platform. Although I'm really proud of the work the team's done to build out our user experience into Partner Center, our aspiration is to extend beyond our own user experience and portal to allow you to actually manage the offer creation and deal making in your own systems and tools. Today, we have APIs for both publishing offers and for the creation of private offers. These APIs are fully documented and are directly available to you, our partners, and to companies who build on top of our marketplace, enablement companies like Tackle.io and Spectra Systems and many others. What we hope is that these APIs will enable you to create a more seamless sales operation process and allow you to better integrate marketplace into your standard kind of operational processes with less manual work to execute the deal. Now, I'll do an aside here. While we're on the topic of APIs, did you know that you can access data from our partner analytics via APIs? Now, if you haven't looked into it, I'd suggest you do, because that way you can actually integrate the marketplace data into your own reporting systems. If you're interested and you want to explore APIs more, you can get more information at learn.microsoft.com. Now, you don't have to rush to write that down. I'll share a slide with the links at the end of the presentation. Speaking of publishing, we continually make investments in the offer onboarding and certification process. Our goal is obviously to reduce the friction in that process and reduce the amount of back and forths required for you to successfully publish your offer. We track the process pretty closely, and we set some aggressive targets for ourselves to both ensure the quality of the offers and the time it takes to successfully publish the offer. We've had a recent focus in an area that we call smart certification. With smart certification, we're automating what have been previously manual checks, reducing the time to review an offer, and we started to provide you with real-time feedback on the portions of your submission that may have a policy issue, a branding violation, or just require additional input. So that way, you can easily see, while you're onboarding the offer, where you need to make adjustments in real time without having to submit and go through an entire review cycle to get that feedback. Now, you've probably heard this already today, but the Microsoft Cloud Marketplace spans the breadth of Microsoft's commercial businesses. This is unique in the market and really represents an opportunity for you, our partners, to go to market across multiple cloud solution areas, whether it be infrastructure, productivity, or line of business apps. And we're actively working to support a broader set of technologies at Microsoft, including our recent release of transactability for Dynamics 365 Business Central, where now you can transact both the add-ins and apps that are built on Dynamics 365 BC. They're provisional from our marketplace and app source and within the Dynamics 365 application itself. You can tell I spent a lot of time in the details of our marketplace, and I'm going to geek out for a minute because this next item I'm really excited to share. Our marketplace is not just a procurement path, but it's a way for you to market your solutions to customers. If you don't have active engagement with your marketing team in the marketplace, you're likely missing opportunities. The marketplace allows you to proactively market to your target buyer directly on our website and in our products. Every month, we have more than 4 million unique users that visit our web storefronts. Today, we generate over 1.7 million leads a month for our partners. Now, I'll often be asked by partners, how do I get more opportunities from the marketplace? I often give 2 suggestions. Number 1, can a customer easily understand the value and benefits of using your software from the materials you have in your product details page? Do you have the content that they can interact with to really understand what your product does and how it works? The second thing I ask is, are you using the leads data that we generate? Now, I know many of you are, but many partners actually surprisingly had not used the leads data. We've also gotten a lot of feedback on that data, and so this is really important, I think, for you and for us. Over the last 9 months, we've done a massive overhaul on our leads platform. When a customer engages with your product in our storefronts, our goal is to give you a clear view of the activity the customer completed, the contact information for that individual and the company in compliance with privacy laws, and get you the data fast. This allows you to evaluate those leads and determine how to engage with the customer. This is a massive improvement in data quality and timeliness. And we also added new customer attributes that make it easier to match with your own internal systems so they can be way more actionable. Now, I know many of you have already done work to integrate the leads data into your own lead scoring systems and management frameworks, but we've made it easier by adding even more options. You can have the existing CRM connectors that have been available for a while. You can also consume leads now in the co-sell referral platform in Partner Center. And you also have the ability to access leads via an Azure table in Partner Center itself. So no configuration required. So these multiple options hopefully will make it really easy for you to use this data to your advantage. So that was just a selection of work we've delivered over the past few months directly to support our partners. As you would expect, Marketplace being two-sided, we're also investing in capabilities that help our customers. And I just want to go through a couple investments really quick that are really intended to support your efforts to generate demand and revenue through our marketplace. Now, while participation among our partners has grown, our catalog has increased exponentially over the past few years. We've had to invest as a result in more sophisticated technologies to help customers find your solutions and the right solution that they're trying to locate. And I think you can see the visual changes we've made in our storefronts and the overall navigation of the site. But the most common way people browse our stores is search. We've been spending a lot of time analyzing the patterns in the data, using anonymized data to really understand how people are using our sites and systems to find solutions. We've been experimenting with intelligent algorithms, really trying to hone our search technology, and we're starting to see some really good results as a result of that. So you'll continue to see iterations and improvements in findability of apps with a big focus on search and technologies to really bring up the right solutions for customers. The second area I wanted to mention is our expansion of ratings and reviews. The customer perspective here is very clear. I already mentioned the importance of the quality of the materials you have in your product details page. The ability to gain perspective from organizations like theirs who have used your software is crucial to the decision-making process. So ratings reviews are really important. And in order to support this, we've started a partnership with a company called G2, where we've been experimenting with providing external ratings. And we're seeing some really significant increases in engagement in offers that have reviews versus those that don't. Now, it's interesting feedback because customers have been telling us that the ratings are important. The external review can help fill a gap, but reviews written about purchases that are made in our marketplace by customers using your products with Azure or Teams or Dynamics 365 are more valuable. So we plan to continue to experiment with ratings and reviews and some related concepts. And while we're also going to look for mechanisms to improve the process for engaging with customers and getting those ratings, as you think about your customer engagement and relationship marketing, it's to your advantage to encourage customers who have purchased via the marketplace to generate reviews. All right, one last item that I'll mention on investments in tooling and capabilities geared for procurement. As I mentioned earlier, customers are dealing with growing complexity and cost within their supplier management and procurement processes. We built a new procurement product called Azure Private Marketplace that provides controls and data specifically designed to support operations and compliance standards expected by the procurement persona. This complements our integration with Azure Cost Management, where customers can see the spend for Azure products or Microsoft products and products purchased through our marketplace. We have continuously been iterating based upon feedback and insights into multiple IT, procurement, finance, legal, and operations teams that are involved in the purchasing process to make sure our tools actually meet their specific needs. So you're going to see a regular cadence of new feature releases, including a recent integration with private offers. A little foreshadowing to later on the presentation, but you can expect more of this area in the future as well. I know I said that was the last item, but I actually do have one more bonus. I would be remiss if I didn't share an announcement we made just a few weeks ago. So we've now opened our public preview for transactable container offers for Kubernetes apps. This new offer type is geared for two scenarios. First, for Docker container images that are set up as an Azure Kubernetes-based Azure container instance, and scenario two, for a Kubernetes application that's meant to be deployed on a managed Azure Kubernetes service cluster. This is a significant release for those of you who are using containers and AKS, and where your customers are investing in AKS. And this preview is our final stage in the process before we make this generally available to all. If you want to participate in that preview, you can today. You can sign up at aka.ms/transact container apps. You can also read more in our documentation at learn.microsoft.com. Again, don't worry about writing it down. I'll share these links again at the end of the presentation. So, at this point in time, I'm sure you're asking, okay, so what's next? As you would expect, I can't share all the specific details, but I can tell you the team is working very hard on some really exciting new capabilities. But I do want to share some areas we're focusing and give you an idea for what's ahead. The first area of investment I wanted to share is that we have some near and long-term objectives in how our storefronts behave. As I'm sure you're all aware, when I say storefronts, I do refer to both Azure Marketplace and AppSource. But also, we have experiences that are embedded within our products, including the Azure Management Portal, the Teams Store, the Office Add-in Store, and more. Our goal is to enable customers from the start of their discovery process all the way through purchase. In our storefronts, whether they're a developer looking for a database or a CTO from a hospital system looking for a new system-wide solution. We're working on improvements that support discoverability, decision-making, and the actual purchase experience, and offer setup, and ways to streamline the user experience, improve consistency. We're continually experimenting on new methods to make the experience more engaging, and as I mentioned earlier, the leads work, one of the measures we use here is the quality of leads that we generate for you. I've already mentioned work we've done for procurement, and we aspire to go further in this area. Part of the promise of using a marketplace like ours is to simplify and reduce costs from existing processes. The more we work with our customers, the more we understand just how complex these systems and operations are. All right, so Microsoft has the most comprehensive set of cloud solutions in areas of all the big vendors, and we want to make you be able to take advantage of that opportunity. Single partner, you can leverage our infrastructure, platform services, data, and expensive graph to really build tailored solutions to go to market across multiple markets simultaneously. You have one-stop shop for all the integrations into productivity, communications, line of business, data, and developer. All right, I already mentioned our release of Dynamics 365 Business Central. Expect more from Dynamics and Power Platform, and our efforts don't stop there. We're going to be investing in industry clouds as we push the envelope around solution models and selling models that we want to drive a seamless experience here for you and for our customers. I saved the best for last because it probably represents our largest current investment area. First, we have a lot of improvements planned for private offers, and a couple I want to give you early view on. First, we're working on building the industry-leading deal-making platform, and it's a simple account structure for how you co-sell with Microsoft. Co-selling can be challenging today due to all the complex things we make you do in the field orchestration. So we're working on combining private offers with co-sell and really eliminating the need for the complex deal registration experiences. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit here because there's a really important set of investments that we're making around deal making, and specifically in the private offers platform. And so one of the things we've seen is as I mentioned earlier, solution selling. So I want to start to hand it over to my colleague, Alison Bougia, who's come to join us today to talk about something that's been hinted at all day, multi-party private offers. Take it away, Alison.
Thank you so much, Jake. Hello, everyone. I'm Alison Bougia, and I'm a product manager working on our custom deal-making capabilities. I'm very happy to be here to share more about our private offers. We are making massive investments in deal-making through the marketplace, and this is to connect ISVs with partners and customers to help every organization, small or large, across the globe power their business. Private offers are the key to enterprise deal making in the marketplace, delivering flexibility like negotiated pricing, private terms and conditions, and specialized configurations. To increase agility and land 7- and 8-digit sales, ISVs can now create a unique private offer per customer in less than 15 minutes. This helps ISVs unlock the enterprise customer opportunity. And to light up the partner-to-partner opportunity and activate our ecosystem of 90,000 plus eligible partners, ISVs can use the private offer capability to extend margins to partners in the Cloud Solution Provider program. This helps you break into new markets and create new sales channels instantly. As customer needs continue to evolve, the Microsoft Commercial Marketplace is empowering our ecosystem of over 400,000 partners to work together at a faster pace, on a larger scale, and on their terms. In addition to these private offers, we're also acting on your feedback and expanding capabilities to build for the future of custom deal making. We understand we can do more to unlock deal flow and better serve the needs of you and your partners and customers. Today, we're excited to announce that we're making it easier and more profitable for Microsoft partners to sell marketplace offers with multi-party private offers. ISVs that publish transactable offers to the commercial marketplace will be able to sell their solutions through partners with both the CSP partner private offer and with the new multi-party private offer. This additional functionality will create opportunities for any set of partners to come together, create customized offers with customized payouts, and unlock customer cloud consumption benefits. Let's walk through an example to help demonstrate how this capability could work. Partners are critical to connecting to customer opportunities and helping customers successfully adopt solutions. ISVs will be able to include the customer's preferred partner on the marketplace deal and specify a custom price to the partner for the deal. Partners will act as the face of the private offer and can adjust the pricing to make the deal profitable. We know one of the main motivators for customers to buy through cloud marketplaces is to utilize pre-committed cloud spend. And we are unique in that 100% of sales count towards a customer's Microsoft Azure consumption commitment, or MAC, when customers buy eligible solutions. With this new functionality, customers will be able to purchase through multi-party private offers and still have every dollar count towards their cloud consumption commitment. Multi-party private offers will pioneer new opportunities for every partner, and we look forward to sharing more information with you in the coming months when we enter private preview, starting with US customers. But you may be wondering, what's the best way to get ready for this capability? The best way to get ready is to sell with us today. Multi-party private offers will build on the private offer capabilities we have available today. And my colleagues Misako and Emer will dive even deeper into this in the next session, so stay with us. And be sure to get listed on the commercial marketplace and publish your transactable offers, utilize the private offer capabilities available today, and invest in building a thriving ecosystem and network of partnerships to drive sales and customer success. Thank you, and I'll hand back to you, Jake.
Thanks, Allison. Gosh, this is really exciting. And I've spoken to several partners who are interested in learning more about this. And could you tell us what the participation requirements are for the multi-party private offers?
Yes, let's start with ISVs. ISV partners will need to be active Microsoft Partner Network members, MPN members, and be enrolled in Commercial Marketplace. Additionally, ISVs will need to have a transactable offer available to sell to customers. Next, let's talk about partners. Selling partners will need to be active Microsoft Partner Network members as well and enrolled in Commercial Marketplace. Additionally, selling partners will need to have a US tax profile and Partner Center for Marketplace.
So the first phase of this offering released to US customers. What about ISVs that are outside of the US?
Great question. ISVs across the globe are invited to participate. The only caveat is the selling partner you work with needs to have a US tax profile set up in Partner Center, and the customer needs to purchase in the United States.
All right, so here's the most important question I think we have today, which is, when do we expect to deliver this set of capabilities for our partners?
Yes, we will release multi-party private offers to customers in the United States, and then get ready for a preview in the spring.
Awesome. Wow, this is super exciting. I think I need a high five for that one. Awesome. Thank you, Allison, for joining us today.
Thank you, Jake.
I hope you guys are all as excited as we are about this new functionality. Now get your pencils ready, because as I promised, I've got a couple of links to share that I mentioned throughout the presentation to recap a few of the items we reviewed today. So Learn more about our APIs for publishing, private offer, and private offer creation, and how to get access to the new improved leads data at the Marketplace Learn site at https://learn.microsoft.com/azure/marketplace. If you're interested in joining the public preview for container offers for Kubernetes apps, you can apply at the link you see in front of you, aka.ms/transact container apps. So our time today is at an end. Thank you so much for participating in our summit. I hope this session's been helpful to help you better understand our roadmap and where we're going. If there's specific areas you want to dive deeper on, we've got more sessions at the summit to help you out there. And I do want to leave you with a few things to take away to make sure you stay up to speed with the latest and greatest from our product team. First, you've heard this before, join the ISV Success Program. This will help you get access to resources to help publish offers, and once you've been listed and transactable, help you get incentives to grow your business in the Microsoft Cloud Marketplace. Lastly, a great way to hear from us directly and other technical experts on our roadmap and get guidance on how to adopt new features, tune in to the Marketplace Office Hours, where you can participate in either live or recorded sessions at your convenience. Thanks again for being here, and thanks for being a partner.